Since storms are dynamic, it is quite difficult to categorize hurricanes as they can change their intensity throughout their life cycle. A level 1 hurricane can rise or fall to a higher category depending on environmental conditions. What matters is not the intensity of the hurricane, but the personal and community preparations we make beforehand. Level 1. The lowest category on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale. The wind speed ranges between 74 and 95 miles per hour, mph. Although these hurricanes do not cause significant damage, noticeable visual changes in the environment may occur. Small trees can be uprooted, and branches may break. Roof tiles of old buildings can become dislodged. Power poles might topple, and electrical cables may snap. Depending on the region, power outages can last from a few hours to several days. Heavy rainfall can cause minor water pooling, and roads may suffer damage due to the wind, leading to temporary closures. If you are indoors, you may hear the howling sound of the wind from inside your home. In the past 10 years, 5 to 10 level 1 hurricanes have occurred in the United States. One example is Hurricane Nicole, which struck Florida in 2022. It caused localized power outages, and poorly maintained homes with weak foundations along the coastline collapsed and were swept into the ocean. The storm claimed 5 lives and resulted in less than $1 billion in property damage. Level 2. According to the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale, it is considered moderately dangerous. Wind speeds range between 96 and 110 miles per hour. A level 2 hurricane can cause structural damage. Roof tiles may be dislodged, and cracks can appear on building walls. Power poles and large trees may fall, leading to prolonged road closures and power outages. Uprooted trees can be flung, causing damage to homes and power lines. In coastal areas, rising sea levels can result in flooding. Small boats may capsize. If you are at home during the hurricane, you may experience the storm intensely and risk injury or even death from objects forcefully breaking through windows. Therefore, the safest course of action is to wait for the storm to pass in a secure part of the house. Having a generator on hand will also be beneficial in case of prolonged power outages. An example of a level 2 hurricane is Hurricane Arthur in 2014. It originated in North Carolina and caused damage across New England, Massachusetts, and Maine. Coastal areas experienced flooding, and approximately 44,000 people were left without electricity due to fallen power poles. Although no direct fatalities occurred, the storm caused about $25 million in material damage. In the last 10 years, a total of 11 level 2 hurricanes have occurred in the United States. A level 3 hurricane is classified as a major according to the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale. Wind speeds range between 111 to 129 miles per hour, causing severe structural damage. Even well-built homes can experience significant roof loss, while weaker structures may collapse entirely. Power lines and poles are knocked down, leading to prolonged power outages. Water infrastructure can also be damaged, making it difficult to access clean drinking water. Large trees are uprooted and can be hurled by the intense winds, potentially causing further destruction. Vehicles may also be tossed around, depending on their size and weight. These hurricanes bring intense rainfall, often resulting in flash flooding. Coastal areas can be completely submerged. Emergency response teams must work tirelessly to rescue people and provide relief. If you are at home during a level 3 hurricane, it is crucial to ensure all doors and windows are securely closed. Gas and electricity lines should be shut off to prevent fires or other hazards. It is best to take shelter in windowless rooms such as bathrooms, closets, or basements, and monitor the news using a generator-powered radio or device until the storm passes. An example of a level 3 hurricane is Hurricane Zeta, which struck in 2020. Zeta originated in the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico and went on to cause significant damage in Louisiana, New Orleans, Mississippi, and Alabama. The hurricane ripped roofs off houses, uprooted enormous trees, and resulted in the direct loss of 6 lives. Approximately 2.6 million people were left without electricity, and the total damage was estimated to be around $4 billion. In the last 10 years, a total of 5 level 3 hurricanes have occurred in the United States. A level 4 hurricane, according to the Saffir-Simpson scale, is a natural disaster with wind speeds ranging from 130 to 156 miles per hour, capable of causing catastrophic damage. These hurricanes result in structural destruction and flooding in coastal areas. Essential infrastructure such as electricity, water, and communication systems can be completely destroyed, rendering affected regions uninhabitable for months. Even well-built structures may sustain severe damage, with roofs being torn off and walls collapsing. Weaker homes can be blown apart and scattered by the winds. To survive such a hurricane, it is essential to seek shelter in a secure, windowless area. One must not be deceived by the temporary calm in the eye of the hurricane, as the second half can be even more destructive. It is crucial to remain in place until authorities provide further instructions. Additionally, after the hurricane passes, caution is necessary to avoid contact with water that may have come into contact with downed power lines. A notable example of a level 4 hurricane is Hurricane Ida, which devastated areas from Louisiana to New England in 2021. Ida caused 107 deaths and inflicted approximately $74 billion in damages. Over the past decade, 4 level 4 hurricanes have struck the United States. A level 5 hurricane, according to the Saffir-Simpson scale, is a natural disaster with wind speeds of 157 miles per hour or higher, capable of causing catastrophic destruction. These hurricanes can obliterate entire residential areas, collapse infrastructure, and lead to months of economic, social, and psychological chaos. In the history of the United States, only 4 level 5 hurricanes have been recorded, and experts have recently warned of another one approaching. Level 5 hurricanes leave most buildings uninhabitable, creating ghost towns that can last for years. Infrastructure, including power lines, is often completely destroyed, and after the storm, it's not uncommon to find cars blown onto rooftops by the forceful winds. If authorities issue an evacuation order for a level 5 hurricane, it is crucial to leave immediately, as evacuation routes will soon become clogged. Being trapped in traffic during such a storm could be life-threatening. If the storm strikes unexpectedly, and you must remain at home, it is essential to find a secure, windowless space and gather supplies such as food, batteries, a radio, a phone, and a power bank. If you live in an area prone to these storms, preparing an emergency kit ahead of time for yourself and your family is vital. After the storm passes, search and rescue teams will begin operations, so it is crucial to stay alert and maintain communication. An example of a level 5 hurricane is the Labor Day hurricane, which struck Florida Keys on September 2nd, 1935. With wind speeds reaching 185 miles per hour, the hurricane destroyed all infrastructure in the area, including the Florida Keys railroad system, cutting off transportation. It rendered homes uninhabitable and caused the deaths of over 600 people while generating $6 million in damages, a significant amount at the time. The Labor Day hurricane remains one of the most powerful storms in American history. Environmental indicators before hurricanes form: increase in ocean surface temperature. When the ocean surface temperature rises above 79 degrees Fahrenheit, evaporation intensifies, providing the primary energy source for hurricanes. Increase in atmospheric humidity. Warm surface waters cause moisture to rise into the atmosphere, where it condenses, forming cloud clusters. This rising moisture fuels the growth of storm clouds. Condensation in lower atmospheric layers. As humidity condenses in the lower layers of the atmosphere, storm clouds expand and strengthen, setting the stage for a developing hurricane. Sudden increase in wind speeds. Before a hurricane forms, there is often a sudden increase in wind speeds. These winds begin to rotate toward the center of the storm, creating a spiral motion that forms the hurricane's eye. Decrease in oceanic pressure and rising sea levels. As atmospheric pressure over the ocean decreases, the sea level begins to rise, leading to what is known as a storm surge, which is one of the early signs of an incoming hurricane.